Hello and welcome to yet another cube draft. Not really a broken pack. I think Bribery is probably a really strong card. Sphinx's Revelation, obviously, with all the mana acceleration going on. Lily, I'm not really a big fan of. Beresco is obviously solid. As is Rofellos. I think I want to go like with Rofellos, go green and go like big baddies if I can get a channel. Green should not be the best color here. And if I go that, you probably want Sphinx's Rev, and then, which Expel in green is really that strong? I'm gonna try it. Let's try Fellas first pick, which is probably too greedy. Get Channel Passed, Slam Dunk, and then pick up expensive cards. There's a Sword of Fire and Ice. If I picked Barris Skull, I would have picked Sword of Fire and Ice. If I picked Bribery, I probably would pick Tinker here. Tinker's never gonna wheel. But yeah, Channel and Rofellas obviously have to be the pick. Then it has to be Blightsteel Colossus over Mana Crypt. I really do like Mana Crypt. But, Blightsteel Colossus wins games. Let's go with the Colossus. I really love Mana Crypt though. I don't get why there's a third pick Mana Crypt there. Maybe if there was a Black Lotus and Ancestral Recall in the same pack, something like that. Maybe Library, I would also pick over it, but Mana Crypt is so high on your pick order. But given that, I'm gonna go green ramp, I have to pick up Blightsteel Colossus. I also would have picked Harmonize, maybe Harmonize wheels if people avoid green. But so not likely to be wheeling either. Pack wasn't that green heavy. As for people, I don't think I know anyone. Do I? Bigger tricks? Maybe. There's a Tarmogoyf, which isn't really where I want to be. There's a Desecration Demon. Lightning Greaves is definitely solid. Given my creatures haste. I have no clue which other color I want to go. If I was like, oh, I'm sure I'm gonna go black, I'll pick up Yoggen's Bargain. I actually think I'm more inclined to be going red alongside this. But I'm not gonna play enough instants or sorceries in the green deck to play Young Pyromancer. Maybe Tarmogoyf is a better card, but it's just this creature here. Can pick up Sunpillow Grove in case we go wide. I think Lightning Greaves is a bit more interesting. It's obviously not really the best card out there, but has so much potential with stuff like Channel. Setting up faster kills, bringing the creatures that you bring out, just instantly getting haste. And the reason I said that I'd probably go like red is sneak attack. Like it's just all about sneak attack now. If you can get that card, I'm definitely playing it. What other cards would I not mind seeing? I guess Recurring Nightmare, but for a card like Blightsteel Colossus, it does not work because it's at sorcery speed. And that sucks a little bit. Yeah, so these guys behind me are actually picking quite fast. It's been stuck here and here. And maybe this guy, but these two are picking pretty fast. There's a Reclamation Sage, a Birds of Paradise. I think given that I'm gonna Acceleration, I need the Birds of Paradise. Or want the Birds of Paradise. It also fixes my mana in case I want something else. Maybe this wheels, and maybe this wheels, like I wouldn't mind Kozali wheeling. This isn't really castable with my deck. But yeah, Birds of Paradise, turn 1 mana Acceleration has to be good. And we get an Opposition. I really like Opposition. I think everyone who has seen me play before knows that I adore this card. I'm gonna pick it up here. And probably even gonna splash blue, which is solo green, just to be playing Opposition and use all my mana acceleration else for other things. Plus this leaves open Upheaval, right? If we can go mana acceleration into Upheaval, I should have a solid game there. So yeah, Opposition, I really like the cards. It's a time waster though, like it costs you a lot of time to actually set up everything in Modo. In real life you just go like, yeah, tap these 7 creatures and tap 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 tap. Takes like 3 seconds. In this game, not so much. So there's a fix, but there's also Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze is good against Reanimator. it's just good in general. Hinterland Harbor will not will though. Nothing of this pack will. It's also Warm Power Stone, which I can power out with channel. But I think given that I am going somewhat creatures due to the opposition, I think Scavenging Ooze is a good enough one. And you know, someone is always going to go Reanimator if you happen to be up against it and have the Scavenging Ooze, and that's real nice. The problem with this color combination, especially in Powered Cube, is that it's just you can't do much. I'll put it like that. It's not really much I want here outside of the Acidic Slime, I guess. This is an instance, like you can put this into the graveyard, and then when it is in the graveyard, use it. But I think Acidic Slime is a bit better, just as a answer to most cards, which blue-green actually lacks. Like, that's an issue with blue-green. You can bounce things, you can counter things, but it's really hard for this color combination to deal with permanents in play. Like, you want to overpower them with your green side and just have better, but you have no answers to flyers, for example. Outside of, you know, having a really good blue flyer. So yeah, channel, I definitely want like 2 more biggies, like Woodfall Primus would be fine, and some artifact. Like Sundering Titan I would take. I would also take any of the Eldrazi's, probably not Emrakul, although very likely I will. Like it has Time Walk built in, so why not, right? So yeah, if I pick Mana Grip, what would I have over there? So there's a Crozen Grip that wields Misa, which I'm not gonna take. I could take the Sphinx's Wrath, to be honest. I mean, if I go blue, I can definitely splash white in this. I think it's a better pick. Like, Sphinx's Wrath is a really solid card. Then we get Troll Aesthetic. I think it's a better card of all of these. I'm not sure if I'll play it, but if I do, Geo's Cradle has to be the pick here. If I can go creature based, like this accelerates me so hard. So just need like pretty cheap creatures, some acceleration. Llanowar Elves, Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch would be bonkers. I think way better than Llanowar Elves just because it produces white. Cloudgoat Ranger, but not gonna play it. Yeah, Sphinx's Rev is good enough to splash, right? If I'm playing opposition, I might as well play Sphinx's Rev here. I'm surprised it wheels. It's such a strong card. Especially in the format that's powered, you're gonna have a bunch of mana. That doesn't deny the animation is quick fix. Does deny Necrotile to someone. And you know, maybe we can go black ourselves. If you do pick up some pretty weird stuff. Like, I don't know. So we need to get one more card. 11 for now, we have 15 cards. New pack, please. And we open basically nothing. We do have Fastbound, but I'm not really a big fan of that. There's Traktusk, which is a really nice card though. Can also pick up Windswept Heat here, just for the splash. The question is it better than Manowar or Traktusk? I don't think Fastbound can be the pick. The fact that you have to play the land out of your hand sucks. Like if I have Crucible, but I think that it even passed already. I'm not 100% sure about that. Traktusk versus Windswept Heat. The problem is that Windswept Heat doesn't help me with blue. Like if it was a blue-white, like Flooded Strand, I would definitely slam it. No, I think I have to go for this though. Sucks. Really like Traktusk, but I think Windswept Heat is a bit better. Dimmercy, Mox Ruby gets passed somehow. There's no way I'm passing this up. It's a power. Yes, it's off color. It doesn't matter. Mana Acceleration is Mana Acceleration. Just consider it a colorless land. Wouldn't mind one of these three wheeling or the Green Sun Zenith, although I'm not a big fan of it. The rest is pretty bad for me, to be honest. Like this is just a bad Genesis Wave, which I can't splash. And you can't actually build around it yourself. It's harder. Rifting Cloudskate would also be a card I pick up, but I can't pass up on Mox. Llanowar Waste, Remand, Regrowth. Wooded foothills. Not really anything interesting here, right? Like I can pick the Remand, which I think actually is the better card here. I don't think Palinchron is good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Remand. It draws me a card, it slows down my opponent. A lot of people like this card, I actually don't. I don't know why. I think it's too slow. Like every time I had it played against me, I was like, ah. But you have to be in the advantage. I think Trigon Predator is just better. Especially in this format where there's so many artifacts. Like if you can't power this out turn 2, it's pretty hard for your opponent sometimes. Yeah, not really getting much from my channel here. Like Sphinx's Rev for channel, which channel would be pretty brutal. 5 mana. This is instant. No, it's actually 5 mana. Basically draw as many cards as life minus 1 I have. Can go down to 1 and gain a life back anyway. There's an Ulamog. I wouldn't mind the Strip Mine here, but I can't pass up an Ulamog when I definitely want something like this for my channel. It's just too strong. Strip Mine would be fine. Nature's Claim would be fine. Treasure Cruise would be really good. Life from Loam and Strip Mine being in the same package. Nah, you really don't want both of those. But yeah, if Sneak Attack comes by now, do I pick it up? I already have 1, 2 red sources. I can cut the blue then. I cut these 3 cards. Figure out this is strong enough. This isn't a 1-turn kill though. Like if this was a 1-turn kill then maybe. But now it isn't. And we still don't have that much mana acceleration. We have Channel and Rofellas. That's it. We only have 8 creatures where 2 of them are pretty late. This one is as well, so we actually only have 5 early game creatures. We definitely need some more cheap accelerants. And we get... damn. We get this choice. I think Nissa is too strong, right? Although... maybe just like this is too fair. Like Final Hornells is just better. I think I have to pick up Nissa. It's just such a strong card. And then we get rewarded with Noble Hierarch. Yes, there's a Behemoth, but I can't pass up a Noble Hierarch. It's a 1 mana accelerant. It fixes my mana for blue and for white. This card has to be in my deck. It's probably the second best, or even better than Burst of Paradise, given my exact color choice. The flying doesn't matter ever, and this has Exalted. Yeah, this is way better than Burst of Paradise in my deck. It's also such a nice art, to be honest. I wasn't surprised when this card came out that everyone wanted it, and that you know, the price of it skyrocketed quite fast. Like I can't imagine people looking at this and going like, oh, it's just a bad Birds, and Birds is only worth $4 at this point because it's got reprinted so often. No, dude, this card is so much better than Burst of Paradise. There's a Genesis wave, huh? Also an Edric Spymaster. I'm actually not a big fan of Genesis wave here. I'm not sure how much I would have to pay to actually get something out of it. I think Mirage Wake or Edric are better here. But how often am I gonna go turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature, turn 3 Edric attack with both? Draw cards. Not that often, right? But then Mirage Wake, like, it just buffs creatures while I don't have creatures. Oh, I have to make a pick. Oh, almost ran out of time. So that was the reason why I went all that fast so soon. Think I prefer Clifftop Retreat, probably not playing it. Yeah, I'll pick up Green Sun Zenith here. I mean, for 2 mana, or we can, with a Ruby, we can accelerate, we can get Acidic Slime with it. We can get Edric Spymaster even with a Trigon Predator. It's a fine card. Like, maybe if I can pick up another big green creature, this is actually pretty good as well for the channel. Like, let's say we have an 8-drop and then we can go turn 1 Noble, turn 2 play channel with Zenith. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good enough. It will make the cut if I need to. Like, depends on what rest is, but I'm pretty sure the more good creatures I pick up, the better this becomes, right? I'm a bit saddened by the fact that it only says get a green creature, but I think if it just said a creature card, this card is way too good. It's basically Quarter Calling for 2 mana less, minus the instant speed, and I don't think Regrowth is strong enough. I think having Wooded Foothills, just in case I find something like Temple Garden, is better. Sucks. It's a fun card, but I'm not gonna play it. And Nature's Claim, definitely a sideboardable card, maybe even main deckable if I want to. I mean, in this format, this card is good enough. And again, I'm playing a fair deck, or I'm trying not to be a fair deck, but sadly enough, I'm still gonna be somewhat fair. Nothing there anymore. Okay. And a Char. Like, yeah, I think that's a big issue with me here with this holiday cube. Like, I'm not really drafting decks that I'm like, oh yeah, this can do so many broken things. While in the previous times, especially at the end, like I just try to force things like that. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it went terribly wrong. But it was fun. Like that's the point of it. I can't pass up an upheaval here, right? There's a tropical island. I hope it will, given that these two are also in here. But like upheaval with this kind of acceleration already, I can't pass it up. The card is just too good. I have to pick it. Tree Speaker, I guess, is better than anything else. What does this even do? Manifest at top. What is Manifest? Oh. Then turn phase of any time for its mana cost if it's a creature card. Oh. Sacrifice face up non-token creature whenever creature manifests top card. Oh. That's actually a pretty interesting card. But I can't pass up a Tree Speaker here, right? The card is pretty good acceleration for one of these cards. And yeah, I also would like Frost Titan, the Elemental, base of it maybe, Stupid Signet, but Tree Speaker it is. Suranorp, not gonna get played. Phantasmal Image, I'm not a big fan of that Right Shaman in this format. The question is Phantasmal Image better than Time Spiral? For me, that's the question here, because none of these other cards are gonna get played. I think Phantasmal Image is really good. Yeah, it has to be. Like, if your opponent gets something in play that you want to copy, you can copy it. It doesn't really work with these two because, you know, they're legendaries. But like, just copying an Acidic Slime, second Tragic is legendary, right? Second Troll is legendary. No, Troll Acidic is legendary, got it. It's mainly at this point for copying opponent's creatures. And then we get a Sneak Attack, which I think is a bit too late. Although I can get greedy and choices. I think it's a bit greedy. Like it's really greedy. I can pick up Garruk as well. I can pick up Search tomorrow. Lotus Bloom. I can pick up a Ghost. I'll just pick a Ghost here. This says any creature, right? Oh. There's a Oblivion Ring as well. Huh. Pattern of Rebirth. I have no sacrifice engine for this on my own. But this is in my splash. I'll just pick up the Tundra to fix my mana. I think Tundra is a bit better given that I want to play Sphinxes. I can fetch it with the Windswept Heat. It gives me 3 fix here and 1 in the form of land. And now my Windswept Heat can actually get blue as well. Wooded Foothills is still only forest. Like Tropical Island would be really good here. Actually, I still need 2 cards. Wow, surprised by that. Normally, my deck by now has too many cards, and I have to make stupid picks. Terra's Talon, huh? Uh, Definitely seems better than everything else. Given that I can also get this with Green Sun Zenith, and it's a removal card for a lot of things. I guess here it has to be the Impulse. Just finding things. Sure. Plateau would also be fine because it can help me with the... It's basically a plains that I can get with the Wooded Foothills. But I think Impulse just has to be better. I think my deck is looking okay here. Not a lot of blue got past, because a lot of people are playing blue, I guess. It's a strong color here. And green gets passed often because it's probably the weakest color outside of channel, because turn 2 channel things are pretty strong. I actually might be able to play an extra card, you know, because I have Mox Ruby and already 3 fix here. Yeah, maybe. Lightning Greaves. I think Lightning Greaves on like the Blightsteel Colossus is strong enough to have. Just the fact that it gives Shroud to some creatures, like Dragon Predator turn 3 after Lightning Greaves, just smash and kill something. Seems good enough. Yeah, plus it protects your creatures. Yeah, I'll keep it in. I'm not disappointed by it picking that early on. Still low on creatures, but like opposition is strong enough to turn all of these into decent threats, or at least you know, removal somewhat. Opposition is just a strong card. It buys me time, does things for me. My hand selection at this point is pretty weak though. Like I just have to draw the cards. Then we get a Sundering Titan, a card I wanted. Basically the last card I could get here, right? Like I seen all the rest. So now we actually have 23 cards plus a Mox Ruby, and we have 5 lands already. So we add 11 lands, play 16 plus Ruby. It should be fine. I mean, having 4 late game bombs is a-okay, plus and 2 other pretty big ones. Getting Garruk here. Ugh. Now I'm card over. I don't really want to cut a creature. Shivan Reeve, huh? Maybe the sneak attack wheels. Here it has to be Deathrite Shaman. Sure. I can sideboard in against some decks. Lotus Bloom versus Wall of Blossoms. I think my mana fix is fine. I think I want Wall of Blossoms against aggro decks. Same with Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman is good against creature decks like Reanimator. Here I'm gonna pick the Acid Charm. Pick the Grim Lavamancer. Pick the Firestone, sure. Yeah, Deathrite Shaman is pretty good against creature decks. Oh, against Reanimator. As is Scavenging Ooze, but Scavenging Ooze is more main deckable. Like I only have 2 fetch, so Deathrite Shaman isn't gonna be fixing enough. I need to cut a card here. Just because I got the Garruk. The question is what? I think Phantasmal Image is the weakest. And it's often not gonna do anything against some decks. But it is a creature. Maybe Troll is weaker than Phantasmal Image. Just because it's only a 3-2 and it will always just be a 3-2. Plus it forces me to keep open 2 mana. So Troll seems weaker than Phantasmal Image to me. Though Troll can do things on its own outside of Phantasmal Image, which will always be just that. A copy. It's like 2 Terror Stalons. So Harmonize did not feel right, no. Do I want Deathrite Shaman in? Do I even want the Wooded Foothill in? I don't think I do. Like, maybe if I bring in Deathrite Shaman, I bring in Wooded Foothills as well. Like, this is a package deal. But I think without the Deathrite Shaman, Wooded Foothills is just gonna cost me a life all the time. Like, I have nothing fetchable with it, compared to Windswept Heath actually getting Tundra. Maybe I need to cut one more extra card. Like GS Cradle might not do anything on turn 1. Might not do anything at all even on turn 2. So we can consider it as a non-lands, and Mox Ruby is off color. Given that I want to cut a non-creature card then. I want to cut a creature card then. No, a non-creature card, what am I saying? Bye-bye nah, just kidding. I would never cut Channel there. I think it has to be the Remand then. In that case, I actually don't want to cut it. Okay, let's keep it like this. Let's see what it suggests. We're definitely not gonna play plane. It says don't play plane, that's fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fixed for blue. That would be 8. Then we have 7, 8, 9. This has to go right. So now it suddenly added a plane, which we do not want. So we have 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. In that case, I have to do this. So we have 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. I'll submit this, and I'll see you guys round 1.